What up, Garage Gym Revolution? It is Coach Evan with another live Monday masterclass for you. And today we are going to be talking about the secrets of top performing marketers. And when I say secrets, I do mean secrets. I mean the inner workings of the gurus, the head honchos, the kings of marketing in the fitness space. I know them and I'm about to reveal them for you. And I can't wait to tell you how not secret they really are. So if you are with me live, per usual, go ahead and drop a hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and type hashtag replay. We are going to do a Q&A at the end of this, so you are going to want to stay tuned for the end. So what I do ask, because I'm using a different app, if you are going to be asking any questions, what I want to know is your name next to your question, because I can't see the name that pops up in the comments. So if you are going to be asking some questions, make sure to type your name and then your question at the end of all of this. This is a very, very exciting marketing lesson for me today to be sharing with you, because I am in the midst of trying to figure out a new message for spring and summer for our own business, for the Garage Gym Revolution. And as I see more and more marketers spit out the same stuff, I get a little bit frustrated, because the things that I have recognized is, as business owners get better, they start to move away from the things that have worked for them in the past. Now, one of the things that I've reflected upon in the past couple of weeks is that we started out with 2 clients and we had nothing in the program. It was pretty much like I created the program. I'd built a successful garage gym business on my own from 0 to 40K months, and I just wanted to help people out, but I didn't really know the structure that went into it. I didn't really know the marketing efforts that I did, so I was helping people out while I was on my own journey. And so as people were coming to me for help, as many people in your world who are just looking to get fit for the first time are coming to you, it just started out with a very simple, just hey, okay, this is what you don't have, then this is what I'll implement for you. And so it was kind of piecemealed together until about 2 months ago, where we redid our education portal. We took 100 hours worth of content, and we condensed it into 30 hours, and it created this badass 2.0 portal that didn't get rid of anything that worked. And that is what I want to really, really drive home, is that the things that worked for us in the beginning, the things that worked for me 3 years ago as a personal trainer, building my business from scratch, from my home, those strategies we are still using. We are still using those strategies. And as we've learned new strategies, we use those too. And as I see a lot of polarizing messaging, a lot of advertisers say hey, build your business to 10K weeks, to 7 figures with no ad spend. I'm all right, cool. So how are you doing it? Obviously, that's the secret, right? I know the secrets, and I'm about to tell you. How about build your business to 10K a month or 20K a month without sliding in DMs? Okay, cool. What are you going to do? I know what you're going to do. I know what everybody's doing, because, to be honest, there are no secrets in this game. So I'm going to answer a very quick question and go off of a very long list that I have for you, but I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible. So the first question that you need to ask yourself, right? Not ask me, ask yourself. Should I advertise, meaning pay for ads, or do cold outreach? And the answer is yes. You should do both. Should I advertise or do cold outreach? They both work. And what you need to know about advertising and cold outreach is where are you financially and where are you for time? If you don't have money, you need to invest time, period. You need to invest time and bandwidth into growing your business. You need to learn as much as possible. You need to know that if you are not paying for ads, then you are going to have to do cold outreach. You're going to have to pick up the phone. You're going to have to use cold DM. You're going to have to join Facebook groups. You're going to have to do ManyChat. You're going to have to do all kinds of things, because these are the secret strategies that 7 and 8 figure business owners right now are selling you. They are asking you to buy their strategies on how they did it without money. And if they did it without money, you can do it without money. And I'm telling you this as a marketer that wants to help you grow your business without spending money on ads. We only have 2 clients right now that are spending money on ads. We got over 30 clients, right? Everybody else is doing the cold stuff. Everybody else is doing the organic stuff. Now, it's not just slide into somebody's DM and say, hey, do you want to train with me? That obviously doesn't work. There is a strategy, there is a cadence, there is a sequence, and it's all about providing value to your offer. But if you don't have money to invest into ads, you're going to have to invest time, period. It's not like you sign up for a program and all of a sudden you get 10 clients because you joined something new. Did that happen when you got your last certification? Hell no. Who cared that you are now certified by Strong First, except for you? Nobody. No client signed up for you because you spent $900 on a cert, right? So the same thing goes for your marketing. If you're not going to spend money on ads, you're going to have to invest your time. But if you don't have the time, you're going to have to invest your money. And here's the trick about it. It's still not automatic, which is why, back to, should I advertise or do cold outreach? The answer is yes. It's not either or. You should be doing both. You need to find a way to have the bandwidth when you are investing money to message people, right? If you get 100 leads that come to your funnel right now, like, how are you going to contact them all? How are you going to set them up for assessments? How are you going to close them? What's your sales process like, right? Either way, you're going to have to figure out how to invest the time. So you need to ask yourself, as a business owner, do I have the bandwidth to be successful? Period. And I can tell you right now, I've gotten on the phone with plenty of trainers who I have not allowed in the program because whether they knew it or not, they did not have the bandwidth that it takes to be successful in this program, period. And not in my program, in their own program. If I can't help you make $4,000 in 21 days, I don't want to help you out. If I can't help you make $10,000 in 90 days, I don't want to help you out, because why would you invest in me if you can't invest in yourself? And either you're going to invest money or you're going to invest time. And if I tell you, hey, I've got 25 leads waiting for you to call them right now, what are you going to do? If the answer isn't call every single one of them until they come into my gym and get signed up for training, then you're not ready to be a business owner, period. And that is some harsh reality for a lot of you, I'm sure. And if that doesn't resonate with you, then go ahead, type #disagree, and we will happily chat outside of this room. But I need you to really be aware of that. If you don't have the money, you have to invest the time. And if you don't have the time, you have to invest the money. And you're going to have to invest way more money than you are time. Because if you can't make phone calls, how are you going to get people scheduled? Now, next question. Should I have a ClickFunnels? Should I run certain types of ads versus others? Should I have a video sales letter? Should I run ManyChat? Should I have a free Facebook group? Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. It doesn't really matter. You know why? Because everything works until it doesn't. And this is why we keep seeing new marketers flip-flop on their messaging. Now, if you saw the preview or the anticipation post for this, then you might have seen how a $100 million company, the biggest in the game, I don't need to say their name if you are aware of them, like you know who I'm talking about. I can tell you what their strategy was before, and I'm going to let you in on their secret strategy right now. So before, it was join our program, which I joined, right? Spend $100 a day on ads, which I did, right? And try to make as much money as possible. You will start to make money back within 3 days. So after spending tens of thousands of dollars just on their program, and then hundreds of dollars every single day on advertising, you should start to see a return on your investment within 3 days. That didn't happen with me, but it did end up happening. I'm very grateful for that program. Don't get me wrong. I love that program that I'm in. I'm not going to name them right here because I'm going to let go of their secret message now. If you see their ads, now it's all about not running Facebook ads. It's all about getting cheaper leads. It's all about getting better leads. And you know how they're doing it? By sliding into people's DMs. They do have an automatic process for it. They use an app, which I'm not at liberty to say right now, but they utilize an app to send these messages automatically. Now, ManyChat is one of those apps that you could use, right, to get people into your pipeline. And there are chat bots for Instagram, for LinkedIn, for Facebook. All you're doing, the strategy is simple. Slide into people's DMs, right? And then on top of that, you have to have a really sick, sexy offer. And so what's cool is they have found a way to pivot to make things more accessible for people who don't have money, right? Okay, you can't spend $100 a day on ads, no problem. We're gonna give you the strategies to start making money as quickly as possible by sliding people's DMs. Cool. If that's what you wanna do, that's not really what I wanna do. I wanna have real conversations with people, but it totally works. Everything works until it doesn't, right? The ads still work. And the fact is, they're running ads to tell you not to run ads, which is crazy. Obviously, if they didn't believe in ad spend, they wouldn't be spending money on ads, right? So everything works until it doesn't. And you will see the biggest names in this game, the guys who've been around for 3, 4, 7 years, start to flip-flop on their messaging. And it's not just, hey, we used to do this. It's, hey, that shit doesn't work anymore. And that is what drives me insane. And that's why we never let go of the stuff that works, because I can tell you the stuff that worked for me 3 years ago is still working for a handful of my clients. And the stuff that I've added to the program 3 months ago, some of them aren't even implementing yet because they don't have to, because they're still using the stuff that worked before. So I'm never going to knock a form of marketing or sales that has worked in the past, because it's all about an effective message, period. All marketing requires an effective message, right? Knowing your audience will allow you to message yourself properly. So if you're reaching out to people who have no idea who you are, you have to be very, very crisp and very clean on your messaging. If you're in here, in this group, because I either sent you a message because I saw your profile and you looked interesting, hey, what's up? Good to have you here. If you're in here because you saw one of my ads, hey, what's up? Good to have you here. You're here for a reason, right? It's because my message said something to you. It's because like you were interested in some part of the Garage Gym Revolution, in growing your brand, in becoming a better personal trainer, serving people in person, the things that we love to do, right? It requires effective messaging, right? So this lead nurture, right, is really, really important, right? Once I get your attention, how do I keep it? How do I keep you hot? How do I make sure that you don't just die in my sales pipeline because I forgot to message you 2 or 3 times? Again, it's not just investing money, it's investing time. Do you have the bandwidth? Do you have what it takes to formulate your effective messaging strategy? Because this is key. Hot leads, easy. Referrals, easy. But people who don't really know you, people who aren't necessarily you aware, people who are not necessarily solution aware, even harder, people who aren't even problem aware, right? Oh, I didn't realize that I'm 20 pounds overweight. How often do people think about that? I mean, maybe like people who were fit in the past, but in general, people are more obsessed with how they're going to put food on the table or what else is going on in their life to really concern themselves with, oh, that's right, I didn't realize that I've gained 30 pounds over COVID. That's crazy. So you got to be very, very clear on your messaging and on the strategies behind your messaging, right? And so on top of your messaging, another secret is a clear and strategic offer formula. And what I mean by this is if everybody sent everybody a DM with the exact same offer, right? Nobody would buy anybody's, right? However, if somebody happens to offer you 3 months free when you purchase an additional 3 months, that might be interesting for you. If somebody happens to offer you 28-day personal training voucher, which we're using for one of my clients now, that might be really interesting for you, right? If somebody offers you a 21-day trial with the Garage Gym Revolution with no money down in order for you to make 3 months worth of our program, or the full year, as some of our clients have done, that might be really interesting for you to jump on board, knowing that there is no risk, no financial risk involved. That could be really interesting. And you might be asking, how can somebody who is giving something away for free that they charge a lot of money for end up making money? And it's very simple. If you understand your value, you understand what you probably should be charging. So for example, Ron, I don't know if you're in here, but you tend to watch all of my lives. Ron is on a momentum fire streak right now. Ron, we just started running ads for a 28-day free personal training voucher. Just started running it this past weekend. He had 3 assessments. The first person came in and wrote him a check for $2,200. How is it possible that he made $2,200 with a 28-day free offer, with a 4-week free personal training voucher? He had a very clear and strategic offer formulation. Period. There's a way to make money with free offers. In general, we don't do that. We don't just give away our services for free. But you need to know that if you do it right, if you have strategy behind it, and if you value, if your service is high value, man, these people are going to keep coming back for more and more and more, and they're going to want to get in because of that sweet deal that they don't want to experience FOMO from. And so I'm going to use this to take a small commercial break. I hope you guys are okay with that I take a small commercial break. You all right with me taking a commercial break? If you're watching me live, just say hashtag let's go, hashtag level up, so I can give you my small commercial break. If you're watching the replay, don't worry about it. I'll message you later. But here's my commercial break for you. We are looking to add 20 new people to the Garage Gym Revolution within the next 30 days. And these people need to fit a very strategic, a very specific type of client base. Now, I've got my list written out because I had to make sure I was making the offer to the right people. So I'm going to go ahead and just read this for you. And if you think that you match this profile, this client avatar of mine, then I want you to drop me a hashtag me or hashtag level up, right? And I will send you a message. But right now, we're looking for 20 personal trainers who want to take their in-person training businesses to the next level in the next 90 days without any financial risk. That means with no dollars, okay? No financial risk to you. If you're interested and you have to meet these criteria, right? You have to consider yourself to be a leader and authority in your field. And we're going to get back to that at the end of this training, but that is key number one. If you, and trust me, as somebody who has crazy amounts of imposter syndrome, like I recognize that we all fear a little bit, but if you don't consider yourself a leader, if you don't consider what you do to be leadership for your community, then you have other things to learn before you're capable of joining me. So if you consider yourself to be a leader and an authority, if you want to level up your business skills, reach more people, and take on a new and rapid influx of leads, if you're making at least $1,500 per month from your business already, or have at least 5 active paying clients. Okay, I don't care how much they're paying you. If you have at least 5 clients, you're looking to add more. If you make $1,500 a month or more, great. But if you don't, there are other opportunities for you, and I'd be happy to help you outside of this program. But just know, like, we're looking for the people who need the next level, not the people who are just getting their feet wet, right? If you have at least 30 minutes per day to implement what we teach, that includes one-on-one coaching from me and a separate coach. That includes open coaching hours with us and all 30 Garage Gym Gorillas. That includes an entire 30-hour education portal that you can invest fully your attention and focus on. If you have 30 minutes per day, that's all it takes to be successful. And if you're ready for a challenge and you're coachable and ready to accept help, then this is the program for you. And this offer will not be long because we are taking people in at no dollars down. 0. No financial risk. If that sounds like something you're interested, I need to see the hashtag level up, hashtag let's go. I see that here, right? Because I want to speak to the right 20 people and get them in right now to get started on their next 5-figure month. All right, commercial break's over. Let's get back into the secrets of top performing marketers. So after our clear and strategic offer formulation, we need to have an effective continuation strategy. An effective continuation strategy. Because what happens when you end up taking that 28-day client for free training and then selling them on 12 or 16 weeks? What happens after that? Are they done? Do they go week to week? Do they go month to month? Do you upsell on a higher ticket? Do you downsell them on a lower ticket? Do you move them to online? Do you offer them a hybrid model? What is your continuation strategy? Because I can tell you right now, it is a lot easier to retain good clients than it is to recruit good clients, period. And if you do not have effective continuation strategies, then the secret of top performing marketers that you need to know is that the number one secret is to keep your best clients. To not have to continuously focus on marketing and selling, marketing and selling, marketing and selling. And then just retention, and having your clients stay on board from the long haul. So having these effective continuation strategies will make your life so much easier just by understanding where they're going to go from now to 3 to 6 to 9 months to 3 years from now. I know, it's crazy. And then the last thing that you need to know, leadership. Leadership. I mentioned this in the commercial break. Now, the reason why we're looking for leaders and people who are true business owners and not hobbyists, people who are not just getting their feet wet, is because you have to know what it takes. You have to have been through struggle. You have to have seen success in some way, shape, or form. You have to have felt that. You have to know what it means to, like, figure out, holy crap, how am I going to make my rent? And then go out and make your rent, right? Not how am I going to make my rent? Oh, well, took out a loan. That's not leadership. That's not ownership, period. And if you are not a person that is a go-getter, if you are not a person who's going to take full responsibility for your business, you have to know that nobody will. Nobody will. And you are better off being an employee somewhere. You are better off finding a desk job. Because if you do not handle well under pressure, then you will fail 10 times out of 10. Leadership is key. And we are leaders in this industry. Even you people getting started for the first time. Having your first or second or third client, right? These people are coming to you to take over their body. They need you to lead, period. And you need to accept that role with great responsibility, with great care, with great delicacy, and with great ownership. You are somebody's leader. Whether you know it or not, you are somebody's leader, right? And first and foremost, you are the leader of your business. And hiring no coach, taking no course, hiring no consultant, no marketing agency will take over your role as a leader. And so that is the key to this business. And that goes back to, let me find it. Everything works until it doesn't. And that's also why we don't get rid of any of our messaging. Because what it boils down to is, if you were to enter a program like the Garage Gym Revolution and you were to see just how much content there is for you to be successful, you would have to make a choice. What path am I going to go down? Am I going to figure out Facebook? Am I going to figure out LinkedIn? Am I going to figure out Instagram? Am I going to figure out paid ads? Am I going to figure out email? Am I going to figure out these referral strategies? Am I going to figure out these call strategies? Am I going to learn how to get on the news? You're going to have to choose. That takes ownership over your business. And here's the thing, when something goes wrong, it's not the course's fault. It's not the content's fault. It's your fault. And I can tell you, as somebody who has failed in many programs, every time something didn't work, I blame myself. Period. Programs that I've spent $65,000 on, I blame myself. A coach that I spent $12,000 on to help me get better at sales, who ended up screwing me and burning me, and I can let you know you should never work with this kind of man, or this man in particular. I still blame myself for putting myself in his world. Now, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about who to trust. I learned a lot about my business. I changed a lot based upon failure after failure after failure. And if I just hit a roadblock and gave up, then I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have taken that ownership over my own business, over my own future, over my own capacity to be better tomorrow. That takes true leadership. And so that is the key. That is the secret. If you are a leader, you can be successful. But leaders know what it takes. Leaders know how hard this game is. And leaders will do pretty much everything to be successful. And that's pretty much it for you guys today. If you got value out of this, please let me know. #level up. If you want to take us up on this no risk, $0 down offer, then I need you to give me that #level up below so that we can get you in contact with one of our team members. I said there was going to be a Q&A. We got 3 minutes Q&A. Does anybody, based on everything that we have talked about today, any questions? I'm going to give you about 15 seconds to write something out. While I wait, play my favorite DJ air horn. I love that noise. We talked about that in our group meeting today, about how being aggressive, being loud, being wild, being the person that's blowing the air horn is what people need to hear, because how often is somebody coming around your life and blowing a DJ air horn? Pretty much never. All right, I guess there's no questions for us today. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Evan Flock signing off. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I will see you tomorrow for another 2-Minute Tuesday. Have a fantastic, successful, strong, powerful week. See you later.